Hello, my name is Matt, and I'm here at the Old Mackinac Point Lighthouse in Mackinac City. And today I'd like to talk to you about foghorns. Now, it's important to remember that lighthouses have many different voices, many different methods of communicating with the sailors on the ships passing by. They of course have the light at the top of the tower. They have what's called a day mark, which is the appearance or a specific feature of the lighthouse that is easily recognizable during the day. Later on, we would have things like radio beacons and such. And of course we have foghorns. Now, when this station was first established in 1890, we were equipped with steam whistles, very similar to the one that I will be sounding for you today. Those steam whistles would have been housed in our original fog signal building, built in 1890, here next to our lighthouse, which was built in 1892. Now, when they built the lighthouse in 1892, they realized that those two buildings were too close together and that they needed to move the original fog signal building. Unfortunately, at that time, the lighthouse service did not own the property behind me here. That was still owned by Mackinac City and was part of their city park, and they didn't want to sell it. Through the course of a 13-year-long legal battle, the lighthouse service was eventually able to purchase that property, move the original fog signal building back to where our restored building is today, turn it into a warehouse, and build this fog signal building here in 1906. Now, every foghorn has its own unique sequence so that it can be identified by the sailors on the ships. The sequence that we had here historically and the sequence that I'm going to be sounding for you today was one 5-second blast followed by 17 seconds of silence, then another 5-second blast followed by 33 seconds of silence. Then I will be doing a third 5-second blast. That blast would have actually been the beginning of the next minute's sequence. So 2 blasts every minute for an hour, for all day, for all week, depending on how long the fog lasted. And that is one of the many voices that lighthouses use to communicate with sailors on the ships passing by. Thank you very much for coming, and have a wonderful day.